Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me here today. I got a release I picked up on Friday, March 11th. I actually hit a couple of these, like I actually hit three of them. And I actually alley-ooped them to a couple of people that I know and even one person that I don't know on the strength of my wife. But talking about the Air Jordan 12 playoffs. Now, this particular shoe, I'm happy to have in my collection for a couple of reasons. One of those reasons being because obviously it's a nice shoe. But in addition to that, my collection, I really want to have a lot of the OG colorways. I'm not the biggest fan of Jordan 12s, but I definitely want to have one in my collection that was, again, an original colorway. So hopefully you feel the same about your collections and some of the things that you pick up. If you do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and make sure you smash that like button. I appreciate all the support. We have the standard Air Jordan 12 box, this nice cardboard colored box with the red and black trim. Size tag reads Air Jordan 12 Retro, black, varsity, red, white. So ladies and gentlemen, back for the first time since 2012, I'm pleased to present to you the Air Jordan 12 Playoff. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we've seen this shoe actually a couple times. Again, as I mentioned, Jordan debuted this shoe, I think, in the 1996 All-Star game. This shoe came out again, I believe, in 2012 as a first time it retroed. There was another release, I think, in 2017, except as a low cut, and again here in 2022. So it's been that many iterations and kind of that long since we've had a proper retro of this shoe. Now looking right at it, we have a nice, simplistic yet elegant colorway. Jordan Brand introduced, that really black and white aesthetic with the Concord 11s prior to the year before, and it carried over here with this particular design. As far as material goes, it's a nice feeling leather, and again, it has that elegant look to it. The design itself has elements of that Japanese rising sun flag, which I think is a really nice touch, even though it's maybe a little bit taboo to talk about. Now, as you can see, I've already put these guys on foot. But going right to the bottom, it has that herringbone traction pad, which is really, really nice. And again, true to the OG release, the Jumpman on the bottom is black. It has the return of that carbon fiber shank plate, which is really nice, adds stiffness and rigidity, as well as a lightweight feeling to it. Red 23 triangle there, again, true to the OG release. Coming up down here to the bottom of the midsole, that has that reptile skin type feeling, white rubber here. And I guess the midsole is actually Phylon, if I'm not mistaken. Coming to the side here, we have that silverish plate there that does say Jordan on it, which again does lead to that nice upper and that kind of tumbled leather. I talked about this shoe a little bit more in depth when I did the Air Jordan 12 Royalty, which is somewhere around here, which I think is also equally nice and a great contrast to this particular shoe. Now, the Jordan 12 Royalty is also an offshoot of the Jordan 12 Taxi, which I guess we'll see sometime later on. I'm not quite sure this year or not, but nevertheless, this is the polar opposite of the Taxi and the Royalty. The eye stays up top are of that light copper or maybe a dark brushed silver material. I'm not quite sure what color you would signify that as. But again, it is a really nice touch and adds some of that luxury to the shoe itself. That tumbled leather does proceed up the tongue, where the word 2 and the number 3 are written out just for, comparison's sake. And I had to be careful and catch myself because I made that mistake in my Jordan 6 rings video and got killed for that. At the top, there is that red Jumpman that adds some nice contrast to the tongue itself. Flipping around on the back side, this is probably one of the most flip-flop little changes here. There's the word Jordan with a tagline that reads, quality inspired by the greatest player ever, as well as a red Jumpman logo right there on the heel pull. And lest we forget, the red 23 down here on the heel itself. I doubt the camera's gonna pick this up, but you can take my word for it. There's a black insole with a red Jumpman right there on the inside. A black sock liner, which is really nice. You wanna make sure that shoe like this doesn't get too dirty, and a black will definitely stop showing wear for sure. Black pair of rope laces. Again, if you saw my Royalty review, the Royalty actually came with a lace swap, which is a black pair and a white pair. But again, this OG colorway, for me and my taste, would just have the black pair of rope laces in it, full stop. As far as the comfortability and tech specs in the shoe, there should be a full air unit here, which is really a far departure from the shoes made prior to the Jordan 11, I believe. So for me personally, I wanted to go half size down on the shoe. And the reason for that is because I wanted to kind of eliminate some of the creasing happening in the toe box. So because of the carbon fiber shank plate in the shoe, it does somewhat accentuate the arch inside of the shoe itself. And so rather than misplace that arch by having a too small shoe, I went ahead and got my true to size. I still think the shoe is pretty much one of the most comfortable Jordan silhouettes that you can get, at least as far as 1 through 14 are concerned. There's not a whole lot to say about this, except I'm glad to have this Originals colorway into my collection. I'm looking forward to see if Brand Jordan ever actually releases the Cherry 12s, which people are really clamoring for. Now, as far as the release itself was concerned, these were pretty easy to get. As I mentioned in my opening quip, I was able to actually triple up on these as well as get a pair from my kids. I got a size 10C. Thankfully, resale on these is still kind of low. I can't promise what they're going to look like in the future, but hopefully you'll be able to get your hands on these if you missed out. I also have a sneaking suspicion that these are going to restock quite a few times, so don't give up hope just yet if you want this shoe. Keep your eyes peeled on the Twitter feeds and all of the news sites, and I'm sure you're going to be able to get these on a restock hopefully pretty soon. I think Jordan Brand did a great thing making enough pairs of these, and it seems like Jordan makes enough pairs of OG colors within reason for you to be able to get your hands on them. The Taxi 12 would have probably been a better comparison to the Concord 11, but as you can see, there is the element of luxury with that black and white and its simplicity and just upscale look to the shoe, and I really just like it how these shoes look. I like how they compare to each other. And that makes this shoe pretty easy to rock. You can dress it up or dress it down. I'm thankful to have this in my collection. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this little quick review. I think this is a dope shoe, definitely one you should have in your collection. Now, I'm not really a fan of telling people what they should and shouldn't have in their collection, but this is one I think you should take a deep dive looking into. Again, very easily wearable. A lot of history, a lot of nostalgia. Again, worn during the All-Star game when Jordan wore it in 1996 again. Somebody correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong about that. But hey, can't go wrong with an OG. Yeah, but I appreciate you guys sticking in there with me. Do me a favor, let me know down in the comments if you guys are feeling this shoe. On to the next one. I've been Jay Shoe Fanatic. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Got a smell. Oh, the original cut. There it absolutely is. I might like it better than the 2020 version.